defending you. Don't worry.
You said you had a small penis.
Well, you showed it to me. It is small.
You rat. Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Please, tank, move!
I'm still understand that.
I just thought I'd start off by saying that DICE needs to fix this damn game. I swear to God, this has happened to me at least 20 times where I'll just fall underground and I'll just be underneath the map. And I'm not exaggerating by 20 times. It's at least happened 20 times. I haven't even played in a month and it already happened 3 times in a week to me. I don't know what it is, but they need to fix this game. There's so many little other glitches I can get on about, but this one is the most annoying one because you can't kill anyone when you're underground and you're usually just sitting there swimming. Just thought I'd throw that out there because this pisses me off every freaking time. But anyways, guys, it's Hawk here, and I'm bringing you guys another story time video. Who would have thought? I haven't brought out one of these in, oh geez, it's really been an age and a half. But my story time today revolves around schooling and stuff that actually happened when I was in school. And I actually have a couple different stories there. Some of you guys may have heard these, some of you guys may have not. Some people from the stream heard them, but I'll try and combine them and maybe even throw in a new story there too. So one of the first stories I wanted to talk about was just my life throughout schooling. My parents kept me really sheltered. Whenever I was in school, whether or not it was middle school or high school, I didn't really do much outside of, well, band and baseball. And I think Boy Scouts. Yeah, I was that kind of kid. I was uber nerd. I was that kid that you made fun of at school. I was just him. And I was a first chair jazz trombone player. I was on my way to being an Eagle Scout at one point, and then I dropped out of that and just kind of did my own thing when I went into college. But I remember in middle school, I have so many stories from middle school that were horrible. I remember that throughout all of middle school and high school, I only got in trouble once in school. Actually, no, I got a couple detentions here and there, or like an in-house, but of course my parents don't really know about that. But I do remember getting suspended, and I know that my parents found out about this because they had to pick me up from school. But this is a completely true story. This is great. So we had this teacher. No one in the school liked this guy. He was a substitute teacher. He was taking over the position for our original teacher who had a kid. And no one liked him. I don't know what it was about him, but just no one liked him. I'm talking like later in the day you would hear that like some gang of kids like punctured his tires and stuff, and they'd all like start yelling him and calling him names. I don't know why. Every single kid picked on him. And think of how he felt. He was a teacher and he's being picked on by middle schoolers. That was just horrible in the first place. But my class that I was in was the advanced class. Yeah, I was that kid, you know, Boy Scouts, band, straight A student in high school. And there was a group of people that we actually went to every single class together. The first 4 classes, we all walked together. It was 25, 30-ish students, and we walked together. And we all had this class with this guy. And I remember this so well. So it was about, I think it was third quarter in school, which is about 3/4 of the way into school, in case you guys are wondering. And our class president actually writes out a paper saying she wants to impeach the teacher. And that's like the actual wording that we used, because I don't know what you would really say, but we were basically trying to get him fired and get a different teacher. So I guess what she did was she actually handed this out to every single student in our grade. I'm talking like 300, 400 students. And out of those, possibly 250 of them signed this piece of paper. And every single kid in my class signed that piece of paper. And I remember this so well because it was right as I got out of school. I'm walking by the principal's office, and I look into the principal's office, and this was the day that I signed the piece of paper. And as I look in there, I see her bawling her eyes out with her parents just yelling at her, and the principal just standing there in front of her, and I'm just like, okay, this is going to bite me in the ass so hard, and I know it. So everyone comes in the next day, and I remember this so well, because throughout the whole day, Each and every single student is getting called up to the principal's office one by one. And of course, I'm at the end of the day. I'm in the 7th period. This is like the last hour of school. And I'm one of the last 2 students in this class that is still left in my grade. And they call me up and they're just like, okay, you're getting suspended for signing this. Did you sign this piece of paper? And of course, being me, I'm like, no, someone forged my signature. That's not my signature. Why would that be mine? And they're like, well, you're getting suspended anyways. And I'm like, dang, my lying didn't work. So of course, they suspend me, and my parents had to come pick me up. Now, when my dad got to school, I was thinking of getting my ass... I thought I was going to get my ass handed to me by my dad. My dad was so strict, and my stepmom was even worse. Like, I'm talking like I would get beat if something like this happened. And I remember he gets there, and he's just like, you want to go get pizza? And I'm like, what the what? Like, this is not the response I was expecting, because I remember getting my first detention and actually showing it to him, and not only did I get granted for a month, but I got an ass whooping. But I get a suspension, and I get pizza and ice cream for lunch, and I didn't get grounded. More or less, my whole family actually just laughed at the situation, because it was just hilarious, especially because when I went back to school the next week, my best friend, he didn't show up for the day that we had all signed that piece of paper. And I remember him saying, dude, I was wondering where everyone's been for the past 2 weeks, or past 2 days. I have no idea what happened. And I'm just like, dude, you missed everything. Oh, that was like one of the best moments, or the best memories that I have ever had from middle school. And I mean, I even remember dropping a piano in middle school when I was in band. And that actually did happen. It was a full grand piano, and I was putting it behind the bleachers, and this thing just dropped on its back, and dung, 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 and like it just echoed throughout all the halls, and I just remember all the kids running out of the classrooms like, what was that? And I was like, it wasn't me, and I'm just like bawling my eyes out, running into the band room. Oh yeah, the good old days. And even throughout high school, I wasn't, I think 9th grade and 10th grade, I was more of a loner kid. I kind of like sat aside to myself, and I think I like went into like the emo gothic group. I remember that because that's when black became my favorite color. I don't know what it is about black, but black, even though it's not really a color, it is still my favorite color out of everything. It's black and red, and that just stuck since that year. And I remember throughout my sophomore year, I started slowly edging my way into other groups, and then I have no idea what happened my junior year, but then I started talking to just everyone. Like, I don't remember what happened there, because you know how people, like, on their lunch, they'll go stick with a certain group? No, I didn't. Every 5 minutes, I was in a new group. I made sure to be talking to everyone. And throughout all of high school, I never had a girlfriend. In fact, I never had my first girlfriend until I was 18. But for some weird reason, there were a lot of girls throughout high school that liked me, and I was like, I want to ask you out, but unfortunately, I'm completely sheltered by my parents, and I go straight home after school, and they lock me up in my room until 9. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Well, they didn't lock me up in my room. I more or less locked myself up and played Halo 3. But I asked out like 1 or 2 girls throughout all of high school, and that was it. But I even remember, I am one of the only guys you will ever meet that actually turned down a threesome. That's right, you heard me. In high school, I turned down a threesome. But you have to understand, though, it was 2 girls that weren't exactly... They were very, very pretty, but they were very, very... a nice way to put it, slutty, I guess you could say. That's not really the nice way to put it. That's actually a horrible way to put it. But I don't really know what word to put there. But I remember, because we were sitting there watching a basketball game, and this girl, I tell her, I'm like, you know, I'm a virgin. I've never kissed a girl. And she's like, well, you can kiss me now, and I'll take you out in the back and give you a BJ. And I'm like, nah. Wait, hold up. And then the other girl is right there, and she's like, you know what, I'll join in. How about we just go over to my place after this and just get it on? And I'm just sitting there like, I know that they're speaking the truth, because this girl is wearing a leopard bra. Like, in high school, you didn't wear a leopard bra as a girl unless you were, like, wanting to ride every other guy. Like, that was just, like, common in my school. It was just one of those things you had to know about my school. My school was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. My high school was one of the most ghetto high schools ever in Vegas, and there's a couple others, but Shap was bad. Like, really, really bad. But I don't even know what other stories to tell you guys that are just not coming to my mind. So I'm just going to leave it right here. I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to drop a like on the video and of course subscribe if you enjoyed this. But anyways, you guys, I'll see you all out on the battlefield, and hopefully I'll try and make another one of these within the week because I enjoy making them. I like making the quality videos over the quantity. I'd rather put a lot of time and effort into them. So I hope you guys enjoy these. Anyways, guys, see you later and peace out.
Yeah, looks like offense.